All right, Arizona's most famous sites attract tourists from all over the world. Some of them are so popular and crowded, it can be tough for us to actually enjoy them. Ain't that the truth? As Jared tells us, the next couple months are the best time of year for us to take a road trip and explore amazing Arizona destinations without the crowds.
Good morning, everybody. I'm up in Sedona this morning on one of the most famous and iconic hikes in all of Arizona, but it's also one of the most frustrating because there are so many people here all the time. Well, this happens to be the best time of year to come check it out. I'm talking about Devil's Bridge, the natural sandstone arch formation in the Red Rocks just outside the city. It's become more Insta-famous than ever and attracts huge crowds most days of the year. The parking lot has spaces for only 30 vehicles, and yes, police do write tickets if you try to create your own spot. Thursdays through Sundays, you can park in one of the larger lots in town and hop onto the Sedona shuttle, which drops you off right here at the trailhead. But in December and January, especially if you can get here on a weekday, you'll likely be able to find a spot. The trail itself is mostly flat for a mile before you climb up some rocks. The crowd you'll find at Devil's Bridge usually forms a line. People go out one by one or group by group to have their photos taken, and I've seen the line stretch clear across the rocky ledge on days when hikers have to wait more than an hour for their photo op. But weekdays this time of year, you're likely to find maybe a dozen people there with you, taking the daring walk across the bridge and just relaxing to enjoy the views. Other famous Arizona destinations are also less crowded for the next couple of months. Horseshoe Bend and Page will have smaller crowds, as will Antelope Canyon. The guides at Antelope Canyon say the last 3 weeks of December are their slowest of the year, and they continue to see small crowds through January and February. It may be cooler with fewer hours of daylight, but there are definite perks to visiting this time of year. Before you know it, the spring will bring much larger crowds of international tourists to marvel at the wonders in our backyard. So if you have a free weekend coming up, or maybe have family or friends coming into town for the holidays, check out these sites. December and January, the best time of year to avoid the huge crowds. I'll see you next time.